Alright, that's fine. So yeah, I'll just start with my little notes and stuff. Black Tiger, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? Peace. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you stay to the end when we play some singing bowls. And I was like looking into astrology. And Mars has been in retrograde since December 6th, and Mars is like warrior energy, right? And so that's why that was one of my goals. Like, I was like, I gotta be a spiritual warrior this year. It's time to fight. I was like, so that's where that energy was coming from. Mars has been in retrograde since December 6th and will continue to be in retrograde until February 23rd. So all this time, you know, your fighter energy has been coming out in the form of, you know, communicating, establishing, reevaluating like boundaries, speaking out, and all that type of stuff. So have y'all been feeling that energy? So that's one goal that's been going good. It's been going well. Like, I've definitely felt supported. And then, of course, we in the year 9. 9 is the number of completion, birth, rebirth, transformation. And we have this whole year, right, to transform. So right now, our planets, a lot of our planets are in alignment, right? And that's getting us in alignment. Like, we're in alignment to do, you know, something. There are next steps that we're going to be taking based off of our choices and our own personal transformation. So this is a very exciting time that we're in right now. We also have a new moon in Aquarius peaking on Wednesday, but we definitely feel the effects like right now. So Casey, peace. I didn't realize you came in. Blessings. Thank you all for being here. Guys. So Casey, how have you been? How have you been feeling? Have you guys been feeling this energy, like Mars being in retrograde, the new moon in Aquarius, the planets being in alignment? Like, have y'all been feeling this energy? I took some notes. They might be a little scrambled, but at least I think that I have the information of which planets are actually in alignment. Alright. Yep, I got it. Peace and light and love. So it's Venus, right? We all know Venus is the planet responsible for love and relationships. So right now we're pretty much reevaluating what relationships in our life have we neglected, or Venus being in alignment is warning us to guard our hearts. So have y'all been feeling that energy? I know I have. I have definitely been feeling that energy lately. I'm doing well, and I've been feeling aligned. I'm grateful. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, I feel like things are aligning too. It don't always feel good, but I'm like, dang, I know this is what I gotta do. So the next planet that is in alignment is Mars, which I just talked about, which has been in retrograde since December 6th. So Mars is our warrior energy. It's responsible for like strategy and war. And Mars is igniting our ambition, but it could be at the cost of burnout. So we're supposed to be like minding our warrior fighter type of energy right now. Ancient, peace. How are you? You've been conquering a lot of battles. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. So the next planet that is in alignment is Jupiter. And do y'all know what like Jupiter's energy is about? So peace. So Jupiter is responsible for like expansion. Like anything that we got going on, if you have like a business and you have like say you got like 30 clients, Jupiter is to help you get to 60. So Jupiter is in alignment right now. But according to this one source, y'all, right? Like I don't just take like one source and just run with it. So I always like use my discernment, you know, pick take the meat, leave the bones type of situation. According to this one source, they're saying that you could be tempted with a big opportunity, but it might be too good to be true. So I don't know. I don't know if y'all been feeling that or seeing that or experiencing that. Some opportunity coming your way. For me, if I was to say that applies to me, it would go back to the first planet that's in alignment, which is Venus. And it would be about like the need for me to guard my heart. So I could see where that could apply. The next planet that's in alignment is Saturn. Saturn is responsible for vision and wisdom and is known as our great teacher. And Saturn is urging us to face our responsibilities head on, no matter how uncomfortable. So, have y'all been feeling that energy at all? I definitely been feeling like we got a lot of responsibility, y'all, because I'm a hop to I have a Cancer in Jupiter. Okay, so what does that mean for you? That your Cancer, that Jupiter is in Cancer. What does that mean for you in your natal chart? So yeah, when it comes to like responsibility, basically they're saying that these planets being in alignment is empowering us to align with our own individual purpose and our own individual path. And like we're in control of like writing the future for like what's to happen next. So that's what they're saying. So that is a huge responsibility, y'all. And they're also saying, you know, with this being the 9-year, the year of transformation and things like that, they're saying with, you know, a lot of things that's going on, right? Like the federal laws changing and then the stores quickly getting on board with that. Like there are some changes going on this year that you guys know about. And basically they're saying that we're being called to step into more of our power this year. And if we don't, we kind of going to get dragged and pushed into it. So it's better for us to like make the conscious choice right now and prepare and continue doing what we're supposed to be doing before like you don't really have a choice. It's like, here you go. I have went through that just now. Pop-up event. I had to pause and tell myself to slow down. Okay, with the opportunity, right? You're meant to move forward, especially when you're feeling lost or confused. When in doubt, fall back on the part of you that is able to nourish yourself. Absolutely, that is very insightful. And others, and give to those you love. That's very insightful. That is a very cancerous thing to say too. Like being loving and nurturing and having that compassion and empathy. I'm slowly learning more about my chart. And my Mars is in Capricorn, so I've been in grind mode and more business behind it. Yes, you have. You definitely have this year so far. Black Tiger has the crystals, y'all. He be at Patapsco Market if you guys are interested. Saturdays, right? Patapsco Flea Market is huge though. So if you want to find him, I would just direct message him. Be like, where you at? The next planet that is in alignment in this what they call an astrological parade, which is extremely rare for us, but basically all the planets are on one side of the sun. So the next planet is Uranus, and Uranus thrives in chaos and change. So that's benefiting us right now. It is assisting us to adapt, right? Adapt to these changes. And again, like I was saying earlier, like, or, you know, kind of get left or pushed into alignment. So this is our opportunity to adapt. And the last planet that is in alignment is Neptune. And Neptune is known as the dreamer. So they're saying, according to one source, they're saying that this is an opportunity for us because Neptune can kind of blur the lines between reality and illusion. So this is a good time for us to, like, you know, check in, tune in, and separate dream from reality, which I've definitely been feeling that energy for sure. I've been feeling like I'm less in the dream state and more in reality now. So yes, y'all, like I was saying, they're saying that this is an opportunity for us to step deeper into our personal purposes, and step into the spotlight. Like, this is our opportunity and this is our moment to step into the spotlight and step into our gifts. So if y'all feel comfortable sharing, what are some, I mean, Black Tiger, you already shared a little bit, but what are some gifts and some skills that you guys are further developing or tapping into more, I say, like, over the past, like, week? Like, has there been anything that you've been focusing on more over the past couple of weeks that you've been stepping into? They also mentioned something about, like, eerie timing, like, you know, conversations starting and then ending, like, in a perfect timing type of thing. You kind of like, oh, that worked out easily. So I've experienced that a couple times. How about y'all? Another thing that they were saying about this time is that y'all know there's been a lot of, like, division, especially, like, in our country, right? Especially with these gender wars. Like, there's just been a lot of division. They are saying that it is going to be, like, a clear, once, like, you choose a side, you know, which I appreciate, because I remember a couple decades ago, maybe a decade or two ago, when a lot of lines started being blurred, right? And I was like, this is just kind of bad. This is really bad for us as a human race. This is bad for our children because they don't really know what the truth is, and it's producing a lot of, like, confusion. And, you know, we just sitting back and we watching and we just like, this is not good, you know. Like, you really have to talk to your children yourself, right? Especially if they're in the public school system in any way. So but they're saying right now these planets being in alignment are cutting through a lot of, like, BS, and there is, like, one side or the other. But also, with our planets being in alignment, this is an opportunity for us to unite as a people as well, and to rise above this our differences. And so for me personally, I've noticed a lot of aids in my communication, meaning, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but I also honor where I'm coming from. And unfortunately, I don't think that this is going to work for us, as opposed to like trying to make somebody a villain and y'all just mad at each other, and it's like pointing fingers at each other and it's your fault, no, it's your fault, you know. So I've noticed that in my personal communication. I've definitely been having a breakthrough through my breakdowns. Yes, that's church right there. What's a good ad for astrology? I would say the pattern is really good for like your personal patterns of like what you're going through. I don't know about like astronomy, like what's going on in the cosmos. But as far as like your personal patterns, I think it's a good app. It'll send you little like notes, like randomly. It'll just send you a message about like what's going on. Me and KC, we used to be friends on the pattern, and it'll send, like, if you're friends with somebody else on the app, it'll send you information about like that person and what that person might be going through. So sometimes I don't have the pattern on this phone that I have, but my old phone, it used to send me stuff about my mom, and I would screenshot it, I would send it to her. She's like, this is so on point. And I think it just really truly will give you some insight on what is going on with your personal walk and your personal journey. I feel like it's extremely accurate. But for information about like astrology and like the cosmos and what's going on generally speaking, I like to go to YouTube. I like to listen to the sister. Her name is Queen Poe. Sometimes she does incorporate Ifa, which, you know, is a religion, and I'm not religious at all. And I think when it comes to Ifa and talking about the Orishas, I feel like it's more like mythological to me. And I'm not really big on mythology. I'm definitely big on like science, more of like the metaphysical side of things. But I like her because she is a native, and she incorporates like African spirituality as well as indigenous spirituality. She mixes the two. She also talks about like our culture, and it's just really relatable. And she gives like journal prompts at the end. And she talks about things that are directly affecting like our community, you know, as melanated individuals, as indigenous people, like, and she's the only person on the internet that I know is talking like that. So while I don't agree with everything that she say, I definitely go to her channel to check out what she's saying. And sometimes I feel like you can feel like, dang, that was a message straight from spirit. Straight from spirit. So I like her. Her name is Queen Poe. You the same way? I'm in a space of letting people have a difference of opinion, especially in their lives, and not limiting it directly how I guide my life. Yes. No conflict even with it. But you always been like that, Casey. You always been like that. Like, even when people do you so wrong, you be like, huh? I wouldn't have responded that way, you know. And you just be wishing everybody well, and then you refocus on you and your son. Let the difference of opinion or view sharpen your iron by standing firm in your now. Absolutely. I be sad though, Casey. I be sad, like, this is my struggle, because I don't be wanting to let go of people, and I just don't feel like I connect with people too easily. So when it's people that I do connect with, I be like, dang, I just want you to see my side. I be like, I just want you to see where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for too much. Or am I? You know, sometimes I be feeling like I'm asking for too much. But I'm not. I'm not. When have you ever been able to hold people? Never in life. I mean, actually, I was. I successfully held somebody. And that's how I got hurt. That's how I got hurt. I was trying to hold on to somebody in love that was really committed to avoiding love. Like, Casey, we've been reading this book on my live. We've been reading Bell Hooks. We finished it, but we've been reading All About Love by Bell Hooks, and she talks about how, like, some people are literally afraid to death of love. Like, you get into space, it's loving, but we scared, and we be running away because of, drum roll please, childhood trauma. And it sucks. I don't like it, and I have no control over it. And that's why I do what I do. I be like, come on y'all, let's heal. Let's unpack, because where we're going, we can't take it. Like, it don't fit. It don't fit. It don't fit in this space where we're going. Like we're going to be packed in like sardines, y'all. Okay, I'm being a little dramatic. But what I'm saying is, we're going to be close. Intimacy is close. Like, all up in your business. All up in your space. Like, all up in it. And we can't bring that stuff with us. Bag lady. What she say? One day he gonna say, you crowding my space. It's like a ball and chain. You don't want to move. You don't want to go here. You don't want to do this. You don't want to, you're just frozen because of fear. And the only way out is through. That's the only way. Yes, ancient, love is a beautiful thing. And sometimes we be like, I want love. And then we get it, and we get in there, and we be like, dang, wait, hold up. This is what love requires of me? And stuff starts coming up because you weren't faced with this stuff when you was by yourself. It's like an illusion. You by yourself, you think you good. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for love. And then it comes, and then we be like, dang, I really wasn't ready. But not saying that that's like that's the end of it. Like, once you get in it and you realize, oh dang, I wasn't ready. Nah. But we at least got to be humble enough to be like, dang, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know. I don't really have the answer. What do you think I should do? We just be having miscommunications. But that's why I like to try to have these discussions, y'all, so we can try to get on the same page. Alright, what y'all talking about? Hold the book up again. True love is letting go and observing. That's deep. That's deep. And that's very true. And I feel very free in that type of love and that type of approach. However, if you're not equally yoked, then you got problems. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we was talking about. This is the book, All About Love by Bell Hooks. I know it's backwards. I don't know why Instagram doesn't let us mirror our videos. But, yeah. Then you got, you know, equally yoked and compatibility and all that great stuff. That's what me and Casey was talking about. I was like, Casey, it's hard for me to let them go. Even though we know, you know, you're not supposed to hold on to people. I said it's hard for me to let them go because I don't really connect with people too often. So when I do, you know, because of my, like, abandonment struggles, I'd be like, no, I have a connection with you. Why can't we be friends? Alright. So let's see. What else, y'all? New moon in Aquarius. I don't think I have too many notes from that. So basically, y'all, like I was saying, this is a time for us to just be mindful, like rise above the disunity in our community. Well, maybe not even necessarily in our community, but in society right now. You know, a lot of stuff that's going on the internet and all of that, like rising above it so that, you know, we can see more eye to eye with each other and we can move forward with more unity and understanding. And so it's a time for us to be more aware and consider more of how our personal choices ripple out into the universe. I definitely have noticed an increase in awareness when it comes to that. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. I was like, I'm not going to be able to read my notes. I think it said that our choices ripple out into the universe and shape our future in ways that we might not even be able to grasp. So it's just, again, going back to responsibility and how big this shift is and how important it is for us to step into our personal power right now in this time, which I feel like is super encouraging, right? Like, it's basically like, y'all, it's time, right? Like, our community needs us, our family needs us, the people we love, the people that love us, they need us to step into our personal power because we all have, you know, pieces to this puzzle. And one thing that Queen Poe suggested is that we have more mutual aid within our community. So supporting each other in practical ways, bartering, going back to the barter system, you know, you providing your skill in exchange for somebody else's skill, or, you know, if you do have the funds, of course, that's a resource as well. But just thinking about ways that we can practically help each other in this time and during this year, like continuing to prepare ourselves to transform by the end of the year. Like, you know, it's not anything that's supposed to happen overnight, but just kind of being in awareness that this is our goal and this is our mission during this time. They may not act on it, but we hear you. Maybe you say we don't listen. That, yeah, I mean, that's what they say. I don't know. I be feeling like y'all don't be listening sometimes. I be feeling like I don't want to hear it. But that's another conversation. We're going to talk about that later. Yeah, y'all, I didn't have any notes for this new moon in Aquarius. Do y'all have anything to share? Y'all have anything to share about the new moon in Aquarius, or anything about our planets being in alignment, or anything like that? My bad. Because it is 9:40. I should give y'all a little bit of singing bowls before we transition. Let the singing bowls be my notes. Okay, so it says, so Moon Omens is a website that I like. I also like foreverconsciousness.com. And Moon Omens says that this theme for our new moon in Aquarius, which peaks on Wednesday, but we can feel it today and we'll be able to feel it 3 days after. The theme is renewal and transformation, so that is definitely in alignment with what we just been talking about. Like, I don't know, did y'all catch that as deep as I catch that? Like, they were just saying that that during this time, like that timing, that eerie timing, like things are just in alignment, like just easily, just I don't know, y'all. That the universe be tripping me out. I'd be like, what? How? Sway. Okay. And they're also talking about the beginning of the year of the snake. So, do y'all know about the Lunar New Year and the Chinese zodiac signs and how this is the year of the snake and everything like that? Y'all know about that energy? Because if y'all don't, I can mention something about that I learned today. So they said that the snake bites its tail. So enlighten. Okay, thank you, Casey. So the snake bites its own tail. So basically they're saying the transformations that we make right now and the skills that we're tapping into and we're choosing to develop right now is going to help us by the end of the year. So I take all of this and just say, like, even if we don't see results right now today, like from the work that we've been doing up until this point, like trust that all of our work is not going to be in vain, even if we can't see stuff, even if we don't get like the immediate gratification from something. Trust that by the end of the year, we're going to thank ourselves for doing it today. Like, we're going to thank ourselves for being diligent and for putting in that work and that labor in order to give birth to these new ideas and things like that. So, alright, so we can focus our energy on renewal and transformation. Like, we all know what type of help and what type of support that we need during this time. So, we could just tap into that energy. Be encouraged. So we can center ourselves, ground ourselves. You can get comfortable. If you want, you can lay down. You can get in lotus. And we're going to give thanks to the Creator, our spirit guides. Tap into our own personal energy in this moment and be open to receive any alignment that we could use to assist us at this time. Thank you, Casey. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for us. Hopefully my lights stay on. how did it sound for you guys? Because this is my first time playing it on the live, so I'm not sure how it resonates. Do you feel more peaceful? Do you feel more grounded? Was there any note that stood out more than the others? Did the higher notes stand out a little bit more than the lower, or vice versa? It was soothing. Yes. I'm so happy to play these singing bowls for us. I had a trying day. I had an emotional day. So, I'm so grateful to be able to share space and time with y'all. And I'm glad that you were able to benefit from the sound healing as well. I know if I continue to play these, like, I'm going to continue to heal myself as I'm sharing this healing with y'all. Peace and love and blessings to you. I appreciate you spending your time and your precious energy with me, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. I pray you have a blessed night, that you have restful dreams, and hopefully and prayerfully I will see you Wednesday at 9 p.m.